Good morning, good afternoon, or even maybe good night, depending on your situation or where you may be, or what time it is for you. This is D. Red again, the law-abiding gunman, with another shotgun to kind of go over just briefly with you. It's not a new shotgun. It's been around for a long time. As a matter of fact, I've had this for about 10 years or more. Hadn't fired it in a while, so I thought I'd pull it out and just kind of look over it and take it to the range and come back and show my slug slinging friends how well she behaves. Now, the gun that I'm speaking of, and like always, I'm not going to make this long and drawn out. We're going to do a brief talk on it, and then we'll go to the range, and I'll be back with another video to show you how well it handles. H&R model 1871, Chinese made. Yes, I stepped up from the Turkish shotguns. You know, in my previous videos I talked about Turkish shotgun. Well, this is Chinese made. I know someone is saying that doesn't look like a H&R, but it is. I've added some modifications over the years. It's already a heavy gun, and with the few modifications I put on here, it's even heavier. But it sure handles well. It's a good gun. I've had a few issues with it, but you know, I worked out the kinks. I've added some things. It's a pump action shotgun. Well, let's see here. I added a pistol grip. Nice soft pistol grip. Let's see here. I even added a cheek rest on this thing because it does kick pretty good. So it does kind of help me when I'm shooting to absorb some of that kick, because especially when you're slinging those slugs, my slug slinging friends, this thing kicks. It's got a nice shoulder pad here. I mean, it works okay. It helps. But I haven't found anything yet, not even a limb saver, that takes all the pressure off of this shotgun, especially when you're shooting 3-inch shells out of it. Now, this thing is chambered for 2 3/4 as well as 3-inch shotgun shells. This thing fires buckshots well, it fires bird shots, and it certainly does fire slugs very well. So all my slug slinging buddies out there who's watching these videos that I'm making, this is a good gun to fire slugs out of. I've hunted with it. I've brought down several hogs with it. Do a lot of hog hunting, so this is good for hog hunting. Now, getting back to the gun real quick, I did put a pistol grip on this thing. You can see I've added side saddles on both sides. There's 4 on the left side, and there's 2 on the right side here. It was drilled and tapped and ready to add. Well, I added a rail to it, this Picatinny rail, to add accessories if I wanted to. As a matter of fact, I did have a red dot on here, but it didn't quite work out for me, so I took it off, put it on another weapon I have. I put a heat shield on here. Yeah, nice little heat shield. Makes it look good. Keeps me from burning my hand on that hot barrel after shooting. The other thing I did, well, it came with front and back swivels, so I did, of course, put a sling on here. But the thing that I did also that I liked, I put a little old flashlight on here because this was once my #1 home defense weapon, so I wanted to make sure to put a light on here because I always want to know what I'm shooting at and who I'm shooting at if I had to use this thing. Hopefully never. Hopefully I never do. But it's always good to have a light, and this light works really well. A little cheap light I picked up, I think at Walmart. But it does show up very well, especially in the dark and for quite a distance. Like I said, I didn't pay very much for it, maybe $10, $12, I can't remember, but it's a great little light. Uses AA batteries, I believe it is, yeah. Also, if you notice, I added some extension. So that gives me one more round in the magazine. Or is it 2? Well, anyway, this thing holds 6 in the magazine. 6 in the magazine. And 1 in the chamber. Total 7. Simple math, isn't it? 7 total. Anyway, so I added extension like I said. Now, this thing came with a bead sight. Just bead sight. Wasn't good enough for me. I had to put, if you can see that, you see that? It's lined up with the bead sight. I put a little fiber optic. Oh, I think that's, the color's almost purple. I don't know. Kind of colorblind. But either way, you can see how that lines up. Makes it a little bit easier for me with these old eyes of mine, but works very well. Again, it's pump action. It's made by H&R, Harrington and Richardson, model 1871, 12 gauge pump action shotgun, smooth action. And then again, I did add some extension. This thing here, you're supposed to be able to take and use a lot of parts from a Remington 870. I believe that's where this extension came from. It's been so long. Like I said, I've had this thing about 10 years. And it does work well. It's just heavy. It's a heavy gun, but I tell you, it's a good gun. Now, getting back to my little cheek piece here, well, it has little pockets over here, which, to hold shells. It's got a little back strap to make sure it's on tight. It does not slip, it does well. Let's see here. Like I said, we're not going to go through a whole lot with this gun because I'm sure over the years most of you slug slingers have seen this gun. There's lots and lots of information about the H&R Chinese made 12 gauge pump shotgun on the internet or on YouTube. You guys probably know this gun better than I do, so the rest of what we'll do will be done at the range. I will be back. I will be back with another video, and we will see what this thing can do. Firing slugs, of course birdshot, and buckshot. So, my slug slinging buddies, I'm gonna get ready and sign off on this one. And the next time I see you, it will be at the range. We will be firing all types of ammunition or all types of shells. Yep. We'll have a good time. So I will see you all in my next video with this H&R 1871 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Yep. I will see you guys in a few days. We will be at the range and you be the judge. I'm always up for criticism. I'm always up for positive notes. I'm always up for negative notes because I learn from what you guys perhaps can tell me. I'm not a shotgun expert. I just shoot 'em. D-Red, the law-abiding gunman. See you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for stopping by.